Skipper! Skipper! Skipper, we found it! We found it, Skipper! We found the lost recipe! Hi! Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, Jesus.
Welcome to AM Whiskey. Mark, that's Aaron. Aaron, what are you doing on the wrong side of the table?
Well, you know, sometimes you just gotta switch it up. I got lost on my way to the whiskey room. Apparently, and along the way, it looks like you found the recipe.
I did. The Lost Recipe by Maker's Mark. So,
I'm really confused by this whole Maker's Mark thing. I thought last year we were done with the wood finishing series, and then they gave us the heart release, which was another addition to the wood finishing series. And now, telling me this is some lost. Is the mash bill different? Is the what's the deal?
So I read this the bottle, read some of the other stuff. Let me just sum it down for you. It's their stave profile.
Sum it up instead of sum it down.
Sum it up, sum it down, sum it to the left, sum it to the right. Here it is. It's basically their stave profile program, right? So everybody did their barrel selects. Supposedly not a lot of people did this one. They thought it was really good. It comes in at 111.9 proof, and basically the stave profiles are supposed to produce a vanilla honey bright fruit with a creamy toasted caramel, and then dark chocolate and dried fruit on the finish.
So, and I could be wrong. Didn't do a whole lot of research here. Shouldn't be surprising. But I thought the Mocha Stave was one that they used to have in their single barrel program and then discontinued it for whatever reason and now decided to bring it back. And I thought that was the whole lost recipe part. I could be wrong. The heart release I thought was fantastic, so I'm really looking forward to this.
Yeah, I am too. I saw this recently at a Costco of all places. So this is probably the cheapest or one of the cheapest Maker's LEs I've bought in forever. A whopping $60.
Whopping $60.
I know. Even my wife approved.
Yeah, well, and that's the important part. But even I think general retail on these, I mean, that's a hell of a price, but I think they're right around 70 bucks.
Yep.
So they're not, they're not wild turkey going crazy. And yes, let's see this cork pop since apparently I can't do it.
I don't think he knows what he's talking about. Oh, Maribel.
That was a pretty decent cork pop, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, yeah.
Again, I really enjoyed the heart release. Talked to some people who have had this before. They said that they really liked it. So I'm really interested to get this one
going
in front of us.
What is this, real cork?
It does look like real cork.
When did Makers ditch the fake cork?
Like the synthetics.
Huh.
I mean, I don't know that I noticed that before, but
I don't know when they did either.
Ooh.
Color-wise is a light shade of mahogany, amber, kind of golden. Man, your oohing and ahhing over there is making me excited.
I think it's kind of interesting how you always go right towards the color and I go right to the nose. I think that says who's... Oh my Lord. I mean, this smells just sweet, dark, rich caramels.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
A lot of caramels.
This is like a Milky Way bar.
There's a lot of sweet going on. There's a lot of subtleties within the sweet.
Some oak there, but this is just, I mean, I'm getting like a Milky Way bar. There's a lot of caramel here. Little bit of chocolate and some oak.
For a fresh crack on almost 112? Almost 112. 111.9. That's probably the least ethanol I've had in a while. Do you get any ethanol at all?
No, not really.
I hope this drink's as smooth and easy as the heart. If it does, and it's dark like you're saying, it's really coaty on the glass.
I think I like the nose better.
Super sweet up front, and then mid palate is spice.
There's definitely some spice, but I get kind of a...
I started talking right when I thought an apple pie type or an apple crisp was going to happen, but it didn't.
No. I do get a little bit. I can see why they call it a mocha stave, because I do get a little bit of that kind of a note, like a mocha, like a chocolate kind of latte note to this, and maybe that's my bias because of the name, but I get a little bit of that with some caramel and then some oak, but to me this feels like it's just lacking something.
Yeah, the sweet never really happens, and then there's this moderate spice, but there's nothing else poking through.
It feels, yeah. And I get like all those flavors on the tip of my tongue, and then it just kind of goes flat.
Mm-hmm.
And it just, fresh crack, first instinct, I think I like the heart release better. Do I think this is good? Yes. I really liked the heart release. I don't know that I'm going to say that I really like this.
I don't know. I think it needs time to open up.
Yeah. There's just
this is like, from what I get on the nose, it's not really showing through on the palate. I think
the nose on this is fantastic.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I like the nose. I like the nose, but it's not showing up on my palate. I think it needs time.
Yeah, when I get to the palate, it just falls flat. Like it's this weird kind of cocoa powder. Like it's like you take that like a mocha drink mix and just put the powder on your tongue.
I can smell that on the nose.
Right, but it's much fuller and much richer on the nose than it is on the palate. It's like on the nose, it's that mocha drink with some full fat vitamin D milk mixed in it, nice and hot and warm and inviting. And then on the palate, it's like you just dipped your fingers in the powder or just took the packet and put it on your mouth, and it's just drying. It's just that kind of initial hit of flavor, and then just you want more. To me, that's what I'm getting. That's, again,
it's interesting. It's not as flavorful initially on the bottle crack as I was hoping.
Yes. Again,
the nose
right now,
awesome though.
The nose is a 9 out of 10.
Yeah,
the nose is fantastic, and maybe that's why I'm so disappointed in the palate, because to me it just falls flat compared to the nose.
I think it needs time.
It's not a bad whiskey. I'd be interested to. It's not bad at all. I would drink this whiskey all day long.
Clean off your palate with some water and give yourself a little bit and come back to it. Because way sweeter, creamy texture, really dialed out that oak and spice thing that I had going on. Like the creamy texture definitely came through, a little bit sweeter up front. I didn't get to anything on the back end of it. I need to go in for another. Real sweet up front, creamy.
I'm still getting just like a drying kind of sharpness. Again, the best way I can say it is if I took like that mocha mix, and again, maybe I'm fixating on that because of the name, but like that like mocha coffee mix packet comes in a packet. You can pour it in, put some milk in there. The nose smells like that fully formed, warm, hot mocha that just wants to give you a hug. And then I take a sip, and it's like I just took the packet and went like this, and it's just not fully formed there.
This needs there.
That's the biggest I can say. Again, I don't think it's bad.
It's just not coming through on the palate.
It's
easy drinking.
It's easy drinking.
It's not alcohol-y for 112.
And I would be interested to try this in a blind against some other things. take this blind against the heart release and see it. I think the heart release slaps the crap out of this.
Day one, bottle cracks, hearts, slaps.
And that's the heart day one bottle crack was delicious. Thought it was great. Still think it's great.
The lost recipe, either one of two things.
Should stay lost.
Should either stay lost, or this is a 30-day bottle. Meaning, you crack it, you drink it, you're like, meh, and then you can try it again in 30 days.
And it happens. You know, we all know. Get past that neck pour. Some people believe it, some people don't. I don't know that it's the actual neck pour as much as it is just getting some oxygen in there and letting it breathe and get some air. But a lot of times it'll definitely change the profile. As it stands right here, I'm giving this a 6.4.
$7.0. Just an above, like a drinkable whiskey. Like it's a little, it's totally drinkable. It's a little. I get why you would go your way and I'd go my way, right? It's easy drinking. It's super easy drinking for 112 proof.
Sure.
It's just not flavorful.
I think the nose, 9 out of 10. Fantastic.
Oh, and that lifts me up a little bit.
Yeah.
That does lift me up a little bit because I can go like this all day. Right, and be happy. Right. It's just when I drink it that I'm kind of let down.
Yeah, I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Have you tried the new lost recipe? Have you tried the heart release? Which one do you prefer? Let us know what you think. And as always,
keep the whiskey flowing. Cheers.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
P.S. Don't forget to clank. That might have been the world's greatest clank of all time.
Don't forget to clank. Clank your glasses.
Don't break your glasses. Just clank.
Don't break them. Yes.
You hear that, Jim?